notice the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fisher. Hurt, man, I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on the fan, he blitzed me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Rick. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Markkanen is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Garland. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Kamare. Back to Markkanen. Wembanyama left side. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Garland against Murray. Kicks it out to Banchero. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's Garland with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. To the right side. Wide open look. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And we've seen DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
From 17 feet out, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Banchero. And that one drops for him. Banchero's got 5.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
They need this. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Back to Garland. 5 to shoot. Memphis moving that ball around. And they double up Markkanen. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they pass the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Here's Banchero, and he uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got his 3rd basket of the night. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Hardaway's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. His team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Green, missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Hardaway passes to Wembanyama. Hardaway kicks to Garland. Wembanyama sets a screen for Garland. Second chance shot, and Wembanyama with the layup. Wembanyama's got 9.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Phoenix making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. The Suns trailing. And with this call of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thanks, Kevin. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. I'm told they were hoping to land a scoring guard, so acquiring Darius Garland is a huge win for them. I'm hearing their GM had zeroed in on Garland, and they love how he can play either guard position. Garland is expected to have a major role in their organization.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2, and it's off from three-point range. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Garland, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Garland, so intelligent on the floor, the kind of player you want taking over in that pick and roll.
Van Vliet passes to Banchero. Now Dick, guarded by Hardaway. Dick, that's good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Florence U10 team.
So for the Suns, Clark, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Bol comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Josh Green subbed in for Dick. Okongwu's checked in for the Grizzlies. T.J. McConnell comes in for Garland. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Here's McConnell. Out to Hardaway. Wembanyama against Bol. Here's Hardaway. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Bol finds Ingram. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They double-team Wembanyama. And Okongwu has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama down low. Covered by Van Vliet. Wembenyama, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Green. Launches it. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And here is Hardaway. Lets it go with a three. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Grizzlies. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And now Hall of Famer David Aldridge has an update for us on DeJounte Murray. David, what's the news there?
Hey guys, Phoenix's head athletic trainer gave me an update. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. Really not the way you want to start the season. Some bad luck right out of the gate. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
So on the floor for Memphis, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Markkanen. And it's McConnell in a point. For three, Van Vliet drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Memphis making a change here. Clingan's checked in from Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And Green slams it in.
Directing the offense, Fred VanVleet, the quintessential floor general.
Clingan with it. He's against Clark. Okongwu finds McConnell. Isaac a screen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Okongwu. Here's Clingan. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Draymond Green is checked in for the Suns. DeJounte Murray comes in for Josh Green. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Murray. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, over the years, Murray has worked to make himself a 3-level scorer.
There's the pick. McConnell kicks to Isaac. Clingan with it. He's against Clark, and the shot goes in.
And Clingan uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
Murray outside. Pass to Green. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Memphis. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Murray, good.
And getting the shot he wanted, Murray loves it from in close.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Clingan. And the rejection by Clark. Screen against Okongwu. Murray dishes to Banchero. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got... there first.
Some changes for Phoenix. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Clark. And Grady Dick subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And so Garland will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history. And they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
Banchero finds Dick. Out to Ingram. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The three from Garland. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it's Banchero missing. The Grizzlies have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Garland. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's DiVincenzo. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Suns leading. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Clark, he's checked in for Phoenix. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Okongwu's checked in for Klingon. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama passes to Okongwu. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Clark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Murray against Garland. Murray, good.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against
Wembanyama finishing the alley-oop.
the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Pass to Dick. Over in the corner, Green. Ingram outside. Fires from deep. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Wembanyama with it. They double team Wembanyama. That shot missing. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Ingram passes to Murray. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From deep three-point territory. He can't get that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Suns on top, up 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation.
And now talking about this game. What a first half from Fred VanVleet.
He's feeling it. Exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to seal those gaps because he's making it look too easy.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
We've got Brandon Ingram. Grady Dick is out there with Murray. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. There's the lob to Markkanen. Ingram with the steal. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Dan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very difficult. Dick finds Murray. Here's Ingram. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Dick with the steal. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Wembanyama, a screen. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Hardaway.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. win for Memphis. Okongwu comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Wide open look here for Murray. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Garland with it. Picked up by Banchero. Garland with the bucket.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Second, the Grizzlies.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Okongwu. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Banchero. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Okongwu with a screen on Murray. Garland with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Klingon. Pocket 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Klingon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, good luck against Klingon in close. That's where he makes his money.
DiVincenzo against Ingram. Here's Murray. This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 9.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Dick defending. DiVincenzo passes to Garland. Launches it from deep. And Carroll grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And what a setup for Klingon, who just has to reach up to throw down that line.
And they double up Murray. Banchero kicks to Green. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Garland. Count that bucket. Now just a 2-point Suns lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Klingon with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break.
And how about the awareness by Clingan, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ingram. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 5 rebounds tonight. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And please give a big round of applause for the Suns.
Substitution here for Phoenix. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Cole comes in for Ingram. Green, he's checked in for Dick. And it's Fred VanVleet in for DeJounte Murray. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Wembanyama, a screen on VanVleet. Lowry finds Wembanyama. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Pass to DiVincenzo. 1:03 left in the third. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got... Close out to the arc.
Over in the corner, Green. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies substitution, number 25. T.J.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Markkanen. Wembanyama down low. Banchero's there.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
VanVleet against Lowry. Ball, a screen on Lowry. Stolen by Markkanen. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Just keep running. Keep getting stuff. The offense will come. See if we can move it a little bit more against the Reds and then drive it, move it, catch it, shoot it.
Clearly he wants his guys, Greg, to work harder on offense.
And I love what Coach Budenholzer said. Just keep gutting through it, and eventually something positive will happen.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Isaac out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Suns trail by 3. Banchero with the ball. Isaac picks him up. And here's Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. With the shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. On the wing, Markkanen. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Suns, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Markkanen a screen on Clark. Here's McConnell. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. McConnell's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Checked in for both. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Garland's checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort. Gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Let's get an update on Ingram with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Suns, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Here's Garland. Wembanyama high post. Wembanyama against Murray. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And stolen by McConnell. Here's Kamara. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
With the step up. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Murray.
Well, yeah, you got to keep pace with Murray on the break, or this is exactly what'll happen.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. To take the lead, Grizzlies with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Garland against Murray. Garland the pass to Markkanen. And stolen by Murray. Green taking his time here. Pass to Murray to tie it up. And it's good on the way in. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Markkanen sets the pick for Garland. Down low. Markkanen can't get it to go. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Van Kim. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Banchero's got 15 points here in the second half. Garland against Murray. Wembanyama down low. Easy money for Wembanyama.
A big moment for the big man. Wembanyama stepping up in a huge way.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So for the Suns, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Ingram comes in for Josh Green. And Dick subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Pass to Dick. Now here's Ingram. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 6 rebounds in the game. McConnell against Murray. And here is DiVincenzo. Tipped away. Klingon, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
And love the poise from the rookie big man Klingon. He embraces moments like these.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Green and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. McConnell kicks to DiVincenzo. Phoenix grabs the miss. Banchero's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Murray. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Now McConnell. Inside, here's Okongwu.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And stolen by Okongwu. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
They don't give Hardaway Jr. the ball just because of his name.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I can tell you in moments like this, Ingram wants the ball in his hands, and he can deliver.
Murray against McConnell. Okongwu with a screen on Murray. Got it.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Ingram against Hardaway. And it's Ingram missing. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So they foul intentionally.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
They double-team Wembanyama. Okongwu.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Darius Garland.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a loss of concentration there, and they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Kamara. He's covered by Ingram. 6 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. And again, Memphis no good. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Rick Owens on the feet, I guess I'm Euro stepping high. Cooking, yeah, I'm chefing, I don't miss like stepping out. In my section live, I say come here and she comply. Then proceed to throw it back on me, that throw me on my. She think I'm a layup, then she must not know about me. She think I'm the one, she must think that I'm Kyrie. Learn to shoot the tray, young, been had a J like Tate, come. Falling that, then tallin' that, she think I'm 8'1". I'm a hooper to be honest, truly a baller, baby. I'm like Luka, I'm like Giannis, so you could Hall of Fame me. I'm so far from JV, I'm Kobe, I'm Mamba, baby. I 24-8, do what it take, keep a full tank, all gas, no brakes. I'm throwing